Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Oh, it is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Oh, so it's a popularity contest, basically. Wonderful.
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes? There is an exit that leads to the surface of the planet. The valley is only a short trip from there. It is not difficult to find. You wish to know more about me, do you? And why would I indulge your idle curiosity? Will we be good friends, you think? I strived many years to hone my power, until I was able to drive out my predecessor and rule the Academy. If you are smart, you will aim to do the same, or better. There is nothing else you need to know. Do not ask again, young one. Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain... Through victory... The Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, victory by any means is desirable. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Greetings, student. Word is that one of our experimental droids went mad and escaped and is hiding in the ruins. I wonder why we don't just gather up and destroy it. There are some students in hiding that refuse to follow an order. Master Uthar wants them found and dead, and is offering a reward for it, too. Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training awaits.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning. Oh, it is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds.
Oh, so it's a
Very...
How do you do, hopeful? Seeking prestige, yes. Do you know of our renegade students? Those are the ones. It seems you have already heard of them. There is little more I can tell you then. Should you locate their hiding place, you would gain considerable prestige, I am sure. Now, if you will excuse me, I must return to my studies.
Greetings. You're one of the new hopefuls, aren't you? I imagine you're eager to garner some prestige from Master Uthar. My name is Tamlin. I'm assigned here to the library, mostly keeping it up to date with new discoveries and such. I am adding new entries into our library's database based on the excavations in the valley. Currently, I'm working on Ajunta Paul, quite a fascinating subject. Ajunta Paul was one of the first of the great Sith Lords, at least according to the ruins here on Caravan. One of the tombs out in the Valley of the Dark Lords belongs to him. He wielded a powerful sword, by all accounts. Some of us believe it might be in that tomb, which is quite exciting. According to legend, Ajunta Paul forged a sword imbued with the essence of the dark side. Someone who found it could gain considerable prestige. Some unsuccessful attempts have been made. I truly don't know why a more concerted effort isn't made, however. You simply need to follow the East Passage. There's an exit there which will lead you up to the surface. Look for Tariqa. She is in that area and can probably help you. Isn't that what you're interested in? Although I suppose you could also keep it. Well, the legends say the sword had dark power, but that may only be a story. We will never know unless we can examine it more closely. I imagine you've got a lot to do.
How do you do? I am a trainer here at the Academy. I think I may be able to offer you some aid in gaining prestige, if you desire. May the Force...
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training awaits.
Greetings, student.
The former master of the Academy, Vfxone, is supposedly hiding out in the hills on the surface. Some kind of mad hermit. Sorry, I don't have time to speak. Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
The Republic will come for me, and when they do, you'll get what's coming to you.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training waits.
If you're here to use the dueling room, go ahead. I'm through with it, for the moment. Don't be foolish. If Uthar wants to send an order like that, he can bloody well tell me himself. If you're here to use the dueling room, this is where you get to hone your killing styles. We get sent captives all the time to practice on. It's very handy. Why? It'd be a waste just to execute them. At least this way they're useful. You only get so many before the terminal cuts you off. Some of the students are a little bloodthirsty and get carried away after all. Just go to the computer console and open up one of the cages. And don't be wasteful. We only get so many captives a month, you know? This is where you get to hone your killing styles. We get sent captives all the time to practice on. It's very handy. No thanks, I'm pretty bushed right now. Maybe later. Don't be foolish. If you're here...
Maybe you can do better than I. This Mandalorian is proving more resistant than I expected. I'm trying to get him to tell us where his weapon cache is hidden. So far, all the serum combinations I'm using are proving ineffective. If I bring his drug threshold too high, he'll go into shock and be useless. Too low, and he just refuses to talk. It's been maddening. Just activate the console. It gives you a variety of options for serum dosage. The right amount applied at the right rate should do it. The real trick is that the only way to gauge your progress is to watch the prisoner closely for his reaction. Our scanners can't pick up his vitals. Certainly. Just don't kill him or send him into shock. He's supposed to be questioned, not executed. If you manage to get the location of his cache out of him, I'll be sure to pass on the good word to Master Uthar.
Runda di hotonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Ka chi kun ita hodonga. Iking kun opa. Achuta.
Greetings, student.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
What?
Yes?
We thought...
Une 포도 라는 프라타 동고 시르카샤 좀 아피게 아추타 뭔가 군비스 돌비 기고얀 기포 카바도.
Oh man, I need
Ready?
a computer use skill on my main character. Oh well.
We une achuta une achuta 기포
론더 디호동가 군 카치코
기포나 아추타 기폰 une 모자하동가 야.
What have you done? I told you not to put the prisoner into shock, didn't I? Now how are we supposed to find out where the weapon cache is? Yuthar will be furious. Ah, I may as well take this fool and dump him somewhere. He's useless to us. I cannot believe you are so incompetent.
Sure.
We itanan dayata. Natipon na ajuta. Ajuta. Natipon ajuta. Wonga kunbis dolpi kikoyana. Dong patuga. Ucha donga ya fulke. Chachiska do punta casa baka. Bana oto.
Yes, I heard that. Excellent job. Thank you for locating the cache. Naturally, I would see you rewarded, but I would prefer that everyone believe that I extracted the information. Of course not. Information extraction is my specialty. I'm not about to let it be known that some whelp did my job better. You had some fun, didn't you? Now run along, and let's not turn this into anything unpleasant. Oh? I suppose one would need to be alive to go running to Master Yuthar to report the location of the cache, wouldn't they? Does that mean that you're ready to battle a true Sith, then? Shall we make an issue of it? Ha! Gather your anger, then, and let us see who is superior.
And I'm not gonna give in to dark side points, so I'm just gonna leave. Okay, now let me show you another way how to open this door.
What? Sure. Greetings, young one. Oh? What is my apprentice up to now? I see. It is good that you have come to me with this information, young one. It is a bit ironic that Yuthura has begun her plotting. I have been aware of her growing ambitions for some time, and had in fact already decided to remove her. Normally, the one who gains the most prestige would engage in a final trial. 2 of the students would fight. This time, it will be Yuthura who battles, though she does not yet know it. Perhaps it will be you who combats her. Yes, perhaps so. This is what you can do. Give this pad to Adrenus. He will put some poison in her bath. This will weaken Yuthura for that final test, making her an easy target. Rather generous of me, don't you think?
I'd love to know what's going on in that tricky mind of yours.
For coming to me with this information and betraying your foolish trainer, I feel you are worthy of prestige, young one. Go now. You have not yet impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, now let's go back to the lady.
I understand you have impressed Master Uthar at least a little. That is good. We are one step closer toward completing my plan. Were I you, I would not get too excited just yet. You still have plenty left to do. What? What's happened? Our plan is still intact, I hope. Ah, how very clever of him. Normally you would face some other student in the tomb, preferably one of the failed ones. Obviously Uthar has decided to get rid of me. But why? Did you say something to him? Then how could he suspect? Unless one of the others... Never mind. It is not important now. In the end, it works out better that it is only the two of us in the tomb with him, so long as we refuse to fight. Is there anything else I should know? Let me see that. So it's true. Thank you for bringing this to me. Now I will be far stronger than Uthar expects. Here, this pass card will allow you access to Uthar's quarters. It's at the far end of the passages with the other quarters. Take this device as well, and put it inside his cot. No one should see you do it. Then Uthar will be too weak to stand up against us. Don't even think of failing me. You and I are too far into this now to back out.
And this is another way how to enter into these quarters. So I'm gonna reload and use my robot.
What?
Sure.
That datapad, just take a look at it. I wonder if Dustil knows his friend was disposed of like that. If not, it might convince Dustil that what we're saying about the Sith is true. It'd be worth a shot.
Ready? Yes?
Back already? So tell me, Father, where's this proof you promised?
I have a datapad I want you to look at. You knew someone named Celine?
Celine? She's the one who convinced me to come to the academy with her. Why? Where did you get this?
Look at it. It belongs to Master Uthar, doesn't it?
Yes, it's his, but he told me he said that she'd been lost on a mission in the valley. This says that they
killed her because she was hindering your progress. Superiority at any cost, Dustil. There's your evil. Or can you live with that?
No, I can't. I had no idea. They lied to me.
Well, there's the son I remember. Now, will you leave here?
No. You go do whatever you have to, Father. I have some other friends here. I have to warn them what's going on. And maybe I can, look around here and find out some more information. From the inside. Something that might help you.
I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of that, is there? I mean, you're not gonna do anything halfway. Sounds familiar.
I guess it does.
I'm proud of you, Dustil. You aren't hanging on to a lie after you see it for what it is. Not everyone could do that.
Maybe after this is all over we can talk. I'm still not sure about us, but I'll listen. Maybe we can get back to where we should have been.
Well, I'd like that.
I'll go back to Telos when this is over. You can find me there. Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye, son. Good luck. Yes, what's on your mind? I think so. If he's anything like he used to be, Dustil hates to be tricked. There's no way he'll let the Sith trick him again. As for whether or not he'll be my son again, I don't know. He's so full of anger and hate. I wasn't expecting him to be like this. Well, maybe we can work it out. I hope so. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, by the way, for all your help. Yes, what's on your mind? You
got something on your mind?
Another hopeful wandering about the academy. I suppose you want to know how to get prestige. I'm one of the academy trainers, of course. You'd do well to watch your tone with me, hopeful. I'll be one of your instructors when and if you reach your final test. Oh yes, you gather prestige to earn the opportunity to take the final test. You don't automatically become a student. You'll see. As if I didn't have better things to do. Has anyone told you about Jorak-Un? He is much more than a simple hermit hiding in the hills, as you say. We are talking about the former master of the academy. If you've already been told about him, there's little more I can tell you. With luck, perhaps he'll kidnap you and you'll get a chance to see him for yourself, huh? Now be gone. I have better things to do than chat with lost hopefuls.
Sorry, I don't have time to speak. My training. Wait.
There are some students in hiding that refuse to follow an order. Master Uthar wants them found and dead.
If Master Uthar gives you an order, you'd better follow it. Just be careful if you go into the valley. I hear there's a hermit living in the hills that kidnaps students.
How do you do, hopeful? Seeking prestige, yes. I am a trainer here at the Academy. I think I may be able to offer you some aid in gaining prestige, if you desire. Do you know of our renegade students? Those are the ones. It seems you have already heard of them. There is little more I can tell you then. Should you locate their hiding place, you would gain considerable prestige, I am sure. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return to my studies.
Yes?
What?
What is it?
Yes?
Now, I wanna upgrade her lightsaber because I'm gonna need her soon. And I'm gonna need her a lot.
Achuta, Wonga kun Tolpa da Pongwale kando nangugu. Dito ba dawana ni di ba? Tong na bungsha nununya. Tong abong sha na. Natipon ng KOTOR jeje Ci gratullo da pograshi onneung kompa cinton mo chuba. Loda dita kun tong hai twang jiji jung lumpa. Dita poe tikito. Tolpa da pongwale kanunang guguchu. Achuta.
Another hopeful wandering about the academy. I'm one of the academy trainers, of course. Oh, yes. As if I... If now be...
Song abo sha. No, wonga kumbis ken bale muraya. Johnny yon tun jiji. Ci gratullo da pograshi onneung kompa cinton mo chuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kachatrutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chuba. Jansha ulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chuba nijishka yanki. Titoke gratung kun chicha kun king kachachonobra. Bogra wala tumbasha. Nechi chuna chuba ching lordai itaku. Tutto da pograshi onneung itam borakantong mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuangachun tise igruto haga jijiwa watajuma wana hu wama hulhu natek. Tag bis tu ponko kokimak panka. Ching pala chiska mule tunarana nu prata donko sicha duma wamama tus keba ta kumjus tak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu itabo chanshak bulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chubani jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana mucho shak pakat. Kiye no Takom jus tak miki grabal mogo. Kachi Manaman atota. Hakiju krata bola shui chung. Watana wama mulera. Achuta.
Greetings, student.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Never too old for this!
That is what a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do. What is it?
Yes?
What?
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the Academy. We'll kill you rather than go back. You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. The only way into these caves is through the Academy. You must be a Sith. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up! So you have heard about us. Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar. So here we are. We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that wasn't true. Now all we want is to get out of here. Fair enough? Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick? You want to help us? All right, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that? I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could, we would be grateful.
That is what a Jedi can do.
I think...
What is it?
Sure.
Yes?
Sure.
So, is there news? Is the passageway clear? It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the Academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
I'm not here to get you out of trouble if you do something stupid, student. Enter the tombs at your own risk. Any artifacts found should be brought to the attention of Master Uthar immediately.
We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. Isn't that an incredible find? We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. Isn't that an incredible find? One has to wonder what made the Sith leave this planet originally. I bet the Jedi came and destroyed the colony. Sorry, I can't talk. We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's all kinds of old traps left behind. These tombs we've uncovered are only the tip of an entire ancient Sith fortress. I wonder what happened here.
Man, this valley is kinda beautiful. I mean, just look at it. I know it's evil and all, but...
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast. Wonderful! The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped. And here is the holocron. Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally. Good. You have my appreciation for all your help. Good luck in your efforts.
We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. The tombs are full of traps and droids that still... You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous. There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it. I don't know. I think Master Uthar has left it in there as a challenge for any student brave enough to destroy it. Supposedly, if a student actually succeeds in destroying the droid, they'll get a great reward. Lots have tried, but nobody's succeeded yet. No idea. I think it's building them in there. I don't know. I think Master Uthar has left it in there as a challenge for any student brave enough to destroy it. Supposedly, if a student actually succeeds in destroying the droid, they'll get a great reward. Lots have tried, but nobody's succeeded yet. Seems that way. They say that its audio receptors became too sensitive and all the noise drove the droid nuts. If you're planning on going in, I suggest you use some sound suppressors or something, or you'll probably become a target right away. I don't think so. I can manipulate minds and living matter, but that won't be much use against droids, will it? I've had a few friends go inside that haven't come out for a while now. I doubt I could do any better than they could. Sure thing. Good luck.
Oh, hello to you. You're new to the Academy, aren't you? I can't say we've ever met. Galen Lore, at your service. Aren't these tombs fascinating? We had no idea the Sith were here so long ago. Not from this far back. Or at least what records do exist are sketchy at best. These ruins date back to a period when the Sith were first formed, before their exile into the far reaches of space. It's quite fascinating. I've been working on a translation of some of the runes by this tomb. I'm quite excited. This may very well be the tomb of Ajanta Paul. The runes say that he was interred here, so I think it may indeed be possible. Whoever found the sword could gain great prestige. Well, a few of the bolder students have tried. They did not return. As I understand it, the tombs are quite dangerous. From what I've been told, the tombs have old traps and machines that are still active. They were designed to keep out intruders when they were made, and still do. I suppose if the Academy wanted to make a concerted effort, the tomb would be opened. But I think Master Uthar prefers to keep it as a challenge for the students. Nothing at all. The legends don't say anything about it. It may have had powers only for Ajanta alone. No, these tombs are certainly not harmless. Don't think that. The sword may be tempting, but I'm not about to risk my life to find it. Certainly. Finding such an artifact and giving it to Master Uthar would earn anyone big points. Although I suppose you could also keep it. Of course. Don't let me keep you from your business.
What is it?
Yes? Yes?
That is what a Jedi is. Your wish?
Yes?
Too long in the cold and the dark. I am disturbed again. A human.
Now this you don't see every day. This is an old spirit full of the Force. I sense great sadness and regret. Walk carefully.
A Jedi here? Why have you come to this dark place, Jedi? Why disturb my sleepless rest? I had a name once. Ajunta Paul. Yes, that was my name. I was one of many. We were servants of the dark side. Sith Lords, we called ourselves. So proud. In the end, we were not so proud. We hid from those we had betrayed. We fell, and I knew it would be so. Our Jedi Masters, those who had taught us to use the Force, who warned us against the dark side, yet we embraced it in secret, reveled in its power. We were discovered, or did we act? I can no longer remember, but here is where we came, to hide, to grow, and here we fell. Our temple, our tomb, built far from our enemies, we revered power and threw off the teachings of our old masters. We were not the first to fall to the dark side, but we had more power than those before us. It came from elsewhere. Our oldest secret, only we would know. We lords, only we would know where our power came from. I cannot, human. It is a secret of so long ago, I no longer remember. You who bristle with the Force, you must find this place. Or have you? Or did you? Or will you? So many images. I see your heart, human Jedi. I see your power, your pride. You will find the old place, the dark place, and you will regret it. We hid from the Jedi, but it was not they who destroyed us. Is it not obvious what we did? We destroyed each other.
We desired the secrets of each other to increase our power. We battled until finally our fortress rained down on top of us.
The Sith consumed themselves, did they? I suppose that eventually they'd be all they'd have left to fight.
And so, here, our old secret is buried, and none of us hold it anymore. Is that not right? Our power fled. Oh, what became of us? Do the Sith still thrive? Did they ever return? So much time has passed, and yet we have learned nothing. Remain? Do I remain? I have regretted for so long all that I have done. My sword, I filled it with my pride, and it is buried with me now, a corpse as I am a corpse. I am dead as my faith is dead, and I shall remain here, surrounded by blackness in death as in life. Most of my brethren would desire only to take what power I have left, even if it would destroy them. I wish my sword to be taken away from here. I do not wish it to rot away as I have. I command this of you. There are 3 blades within my sarcophagus. Only one is truly my sword, but it has been so long, I do not remember which. Find the sword that is mine and place it on the statue. If it is truly mine, then it is yours. Then you must die. This is how it must be. I do remember one thing of my sword. Listen to me carefully. I am that which grips the heart in fright, hearkens night and silences the light. It was written of my sword long ago. Go then, find my sword and place it on the statue.
Yes?
What is it?
Sure. No, that is not the one. My ancient sword is black as the night sky. I remember now. I'm sorry.
That is what a Jedi can do.
No, that is not the one. My ancient sword is black as the night sky.
Yes, that is the one. That is the blade that destroyed me. Take it. Take it and the other blades even. Take them and go. My darkness awaits me. Our oldest secret is buried, but not here. I remember nothing else. I cannot help you. No need? What choice have I? Return? But I betrayed my old masters. They would never let me return to the light side. It is too late. Too late. No, I do not think so. I have the eternity I deserved. I made my choice long ago. Be at peace.
Okay, I really wanna reload and persuade him. To go to the light.
Yes, take... If I could return... Oh, my master, it has been so long, and I regret so much.
Yes.
So, the spineless worm actually made it through the tomb. I'm impressed. Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work in retrieving the sword of Ajunta Paul for some time. It's been quite a wait.
Typical. Always ready to jump at what they perceive to be the easier path.
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be quite a burden after all. Nice try. I may not know what the sword looks like, but I'm no gullible fool. I'm not about to pass up a chance to impress Master Uthar. Especially not for a pathetic excuse for a Sith like yourself. Hand over the sword, worm. You know I'm the superior here. This isn't a negotiation. As much as I dislike ultimatums, I'm afraid I must stoop. Hand over the sword or die. Isn't it obvious? You die. Rule of the Sith. Only the strong and cunning shall survive. You won't be missed, trust me. Now hand it over. Fine. No tricks, though. I'm watching you. Smart move. You're obviously more pathetic than I could have even imagined. Thanks for the sword, worm.
No worries. He's gonna be fine with that fake sword.
Intruders detected. Excessive audio input must be kept from the...
Not this again!
What a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do.
Got it.
For the Republic! That is what a Jedi can do. For the Republic! a Jedi can do. You will fall!
Never too old for this!
Too much audio input. Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
That is what a Jedi can do. That is what a Jedi can do. What is it?
Yes?
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 Sure.
What is it?
Yes?
I heard an explosion in there. Did you destroy the assassin droid? Oh well, I guess it's good that the deed is done. Hope you stomped it good for my friends. At any rate, if you haven't already, you might want to go and see Master Uthar about that reward. Prestige is gold, you know.
Sure.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but it's home. Oh, yes, introductions, of course. I suppose it is time, isn't it? This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Miko. Say hello, Miko. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Ern. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me. Liar! I know the spark of recognition when I see it. Nice try. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Drek Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Miko here. I already tested him, didn't I, Miko? Yes, you're welcome. You see, Miko here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for. Why, then you go free. Tell you what,
I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote. I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite helpless. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The results are always the same. Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Miko?
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you? Risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do? Then I must assume you did not know the correct answer. Sad, really, that you would do this to yourself. Ah, well, it's time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do? Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? Shame. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself? And here I thought this question was an easy one. Oh, well, suit yourself. Well, you did ask for this. It's for your own good. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and skilled. Do you kill him or give him another chance? You're not trying to make me angry, are you? That would be pointless posturing on your part. Is this so hard? Not that good help is easy to find. Oh well, here's your reward. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? Such insolent students I get these days. You deserve this. And then some. I'll enjoy this one. Time for your medicine. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Miko. I'll have to just figure out what to do with our friend here. Run along now.
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
That hurt, I bet. I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just answered those questions and let me die. Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. It makes you think. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. You mean... the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose. And good luck.
Yes?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes?
What is it?
Yes?
Yes?
Your wish?
What?
Greetings. I don't think I've seen you at the Academy before. Here to investigate the ruins. My name's Dak Vesser. I'm assigned to the Valley Ruins, as you can see. We've been painstakingly uncovering these tombs for many months now.
Dak? That is you, isn't it? I hardly recognized you.
It's been a long time, Jahani.
What are you doing here? Did you fall to the dark side?
I didn't fall, Juhani. I had my eyes opened. And don't look at me like that. Last I recall, you were having your own doubts.
I was. I'm not anymore. Dak, you could...
Save it. The Jedi aren't for me, not anymore. Look, I'm not going to ask why a couple of Jedi are here in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I don't want to know. It's better that I don't. In fact, I'll just get out of here and leave you to whatever it is you're planning to do. Fair enough?
Running away? Again?
Why not? It's what I do best. Yes. Isn't it obvious? I don't want to talk about it here, however.
I don't think there's much to talk about.
Have it your way, Juhani. You always do. Look, I don't want to be here after you leave. There'll be too many questions, so ask what you have to ask and I'll be on my way. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. Some. Most of the interesting stuff is still in the tombs, but Master Yuthar prefers to leave them to be explored by the students as a challenge. In time, they will probably become safe enough for us to enter. Until that time, however, we're stuck to digging up the valley piece by piece. Definitely dangerous. Most of the students that go inside them don't come back out. Master Yuthar prefers it that way. There's 4 tombs here. On the right are the tombs of Ajunta Paul and Tulak Horde. On the left are the tombs of Marco Ragnos and Nagasato. All 4 were ancient Sith lords. That's the first tomb on the right. There's a rumor that there's a powerful artifact still in there, but nobody's retrieved it yet. That tomb supposedly has ancient battle droids and traps that are still functioning. It's amazing that their power sources have lasted so long, really. That's the farthest tomb on the right. We don't know much about Tulak Horde, unfortunately. The Takata have a nest in that tomb, I think. A local pack animal that's very dangerous. Occasionally the guards track down a queen and kill it. That usually pacifies them for a bit. That's the first tomb on the right. There's a rumor that there's a powerful artifact still in there, but nobody's retrieved it yet. That tomb supposedly has ancient battle droids and traps that are still functioning. It's amazing that their power sources have lasted so long, really. That's the farthest tomb on the right. We don't know much about Tulak Horde, unfortunately. The Takata have a nest in that tomb, I think. That's the first tomb on the left. Someone mentioned that a crazy droid has holed itself up in there, but I don't know much about that. It's the second tomb on the left when you enter the valley. Nagasato was the leader of the old Sith Masters here, we think. Darth Malak found something in there a while back, however, and ever since then only Master Yuthar can enter it. No, a lot of the discoveries are kept secret, even from the students. I only heard that Darth Malak found something there by rumor, to be honest. Well, it seems that the Sith once inhabited Korriban a long time ago. There was a fortress here that was destroyed at some point before the Sith abandoned the planet completely. Why they left, we don't know. Perhaps the Jedi drove them off. The tombs in this valley are the only parts of the fortress we found mostly intact. A star map? No, I haven't heard anything about that. Something like that could be in Nagasato's tomb, I suppose. That tomb's off limits to the students. So do I.
Goodbye, Dak. And thank you.
Goodbye, Juhani.
I'm not here to get you out of trouble if you do something stupid, student. Enter the tombs at your own risk.
Ah, what is this you bring me, Shardan?
It is none other than the sword of Ajunta Paul, Master.
Fool. All the trouble you went through for your deception, and you did not even make an effort to verify the sword's authenticity.
Master, what do you mean?
There is no place for fools amongst the Sith. Begone.
Yeah!
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning. Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then. Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Ah, my old master. Still, unless you bring back something of his, some writings are similar, I am unimpressed. Jorac's fate means nothing to me. Oh, let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings in one of the tombs. How interesting. I do hope you had to pry this from his dead fingers. Regardless, you have impressed me with your worthy act. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. She did. Prestige is not shared, however, if that is what you were wondering. If you aided her, it was to her benefit, and not yours. You have gained considerable prestige. You are very close to the end. Do not falter now.
You're such a fool. I cannot believe that you were gullible enough to allow me to return with the holocron. I gained considerable prestige for it, you know. So, that's your problem, not mine. I'll get more prestige and catch up to you. Count on it. You're such a... So? Look, either do something about it or run along, will you? I have prestige to earn. I'll get...
Greetings, young one. Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it. Well done. You have impressed me greatly. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
What are you doing here? Go back to Uthar and tell him you are ready to take your final test. Our moment is at hand. Go.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed. It is a tomb that belonged to an ancient Sith Lord. The greatest of Korriban's Sith Lords, in fact. It is there that your test is performed. I will tell you the details when we are there, young one. You will, however, fight for your life. That is why I suggest you be in sufficient health. Then we go now. Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
I dislike your tone, Euthura. What are you up to now?
Nothing, of course, my master. I was merely agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin? No, that is part of the test. Overcome the obstacles that lie ahead on your own. You cannot. No one enters and no one leaves until your test is complete. Good. Euthura and I will await your return.
Go and retrieve the lightsaber. There is nothing we can do for you until then.
Okay, this is going to be... interesting. And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and until then, may the Force be with you.